In this edition of RPPV News, women's footy comes to the Frankston Dolphins, we meet some rescue horses, and our libraries are fine-free. Hello, I'm Catie Sharp. Welcome to the latest edition of RPPV News, bringing you stories from across Frankston and the Mornington Peninsula. The Frankston Football Club had a landmark moment last week when their women's football team played their inaugural match. This is the first women's team the century-old club has hosted, and it has come about after years of fundraising and campaigning by the Dolphins. New female-friendly club rooms and facilities have ensured a smooth transition, and coach Brendan Boomer Birmingham commended the Dolphins for their enthusiasm and support, which he said in his experience has been missing in other clubs. This weekend the team meets Clayton in round one of their competition. We wish them every success. The renovation of Mornington Community House is complete and will soon be open for business. The hub is now co-located with the studio, the Corner Youth Centre, RPPFM, the Mornington Men's Shed and the Peninsula Community Theatre, and will accommodate multiple clubs and activities. Hub coordinator Narelle Crosling gave RPPV a sneak preview of the facilities.
It was lovely to have everybody in the same room together. It's a real opportunity for community groups to collaborate and really hear what the community needs are. There's so much great work happening out there already, but I really see the Mornington Community House as, a vessel or a space that can be developed further. The history of the house goes way back to the 70s, so the house itself, the Mornington Community House, is over 40 years old, and an amazing collaboration of very generous people that have made things happen for the community, but always been in need of a purpose-built space that gives them the capacity to deliver programs for the community. So May 10th, we're really excited to open our doors. I think particularly with COVID last year, we've got a lot of groups that are coming back for the first time and some new groups that will be establishing themselves at the community house. Our core values are to connect, learn and contribute, so they really have the capacity to be what we want them to be. But I wait till you see the kitchen. I think the kitchen is an amazing space, and as many homes or houses, the kitchen is often the place where things happen, decision making happens, and people meet and come together. So it's really exciting.
The historic Arthur's Hotel is up for sale for the first time in 2 decades. Boasting the best views on the peninsula, the 90-year-old venue will go up for auction in mid-June. Positioned at the very top of Arthur's Seat, the property boasts a hotel, vineyard and multiple function rooms both indoors and out, covering over 7,000 square metres. Agents are being discreet about the expected sale price, but it may be slightly more than what we saved in haircuts last year. Over the past few years, the peninsula has become a haven for rescued and fostered horses. RPPV reporter Lara Jean Marshall visited Angel Lodge Equine Guardians in Somerville, where she spoke with founder Karina Horvath.
It was Karina's lifelong dream to run a rescue retirement home for horses, and now her dream has come true.
The aim of the game is to change the lives for the better for as many horses as I can.
Many of the horses have come from neglected and mistreated backgrounds and need dire medical attention because they've been overbred and starved to the brink of collapse, not to mention the elderly horses due to their age who have been dumped and require Angel Lodge's help.
My limit is 20 horses. I've only got 16 on the property now, and I have 3 out in foster situations. There are always people that are trying to find homes for unwanted animals. It's really unfortunate. It's quite sad. I would love to take them all, but I just can't.
Lucky enough, Karina has a handful of volunteers to help restore and rehabilitate the horses so that they may be ready to go through the adoption process.
If you want to adopt a horse, firstly, we make sure you're going to be matched up to that horse, as in if it's a companion, it has to go into a companion type situation. We'll then go do a home check. If it is a good home and they like the horse, then they will adopt the horse. There is a small adoption fee and then a 3-month trial. But in saying that, if a couple of years down the track something happens, we are always here for the horse. We are the safety net for the horse for the rest of its life.
One of the horses that is up for adoption is Scarlet.
Scarlet was left on a property and the neighbours all used to put hay and fill up her water over the fence. Eventually I was contacted by one of those neighbours and asked if I could help out, and of course we helped out straight away. She also has one eye, so once upon a time she was a very loved horse.
Without Angel Lodge, horses wouldn't have a second chance at life. But this is only possible with the generous donations and awareness of fostering programs amongst the community.
So we've been selling merchandise for 4 years now. The raffles, auctions, we have people that donate goods and services, which saves us money in the end as well.
The horses can rest peacefully knowing that they have a lifelong home at Angel Lodge. Karina reminds the community to say nothing is to do nothing. If you see it, you must be their voice.
Angel Lodge is a hard-working charity that thrives thanks to volunteers and donations. If you would like to show your support by donating either your time or money, or if you're interested in fostering or adopting a horse, you can get in touch via their Facebook page. In a step to reduce barriers and build community connection, Mornington Peninsula Shire has discontinued library fines for overdue items. The Shire stated that fines contradict the core purpose of public libraries, which is to provide free and universal access to information. They have also abolished all existing fines from their systems in the hope that residents will feel comfortable returning overdue items. Mayor Councillor Despy O'Connor added, "This is a wonderful decision for our community. Research has told us library fines prevent families from walking in the door out of fear of being asked to pay. Many of those families need our libraries the most." And RPPV is embracing the sun and reducing its carbon footprint with the installation of a rooftop 15 kilowatt 40 panel solar array at its Wilsons Road headquarters. With the assistance of a Community Broadcast Foundation grant, oversight by the Shire and some generous work by Solar Heart and their installers CD Light Electrical, the system is now up and running. Station manager Brendan Telfer said this has been a 5-year campaign, and at last Solar Heart has stepped up to help us realise our dream of getting solar happening. Years ago, former RPP Treasurer John Fraser floated the idea, and we are delighted that we can now deliver. Watch out, with the savings in utility costs, we'll be punching out more awesome programs. RPPFM is heard on air, online and on apps, and of course can be seen on RPPV. Now we go to Patricia with the coming week's weather report.
Hello, I'm Patricia with your RPPV 7-day Mornington Peninsula weather update. Today we are exploring the arts here in Flinders on the western port coast. Home to several art galleries including Mike Ring's Art Gallery, the Hugh Gallery and the Magnon Gallery. Turning to the weather, today Saturday the 1st of May brought us a mostly sunny day with a top of 23 and a low of 15. Sadly the sun won't last as Sunday sees a 60% chance of rain and a mostly overcast day. We can expect a top of 22 and a low of 14. Monday brings even more rain with a top of 17 and a low of 10. Tuesday sees the rain continuing with a top of 17 and a low of 11. Wednesday continues the pattern of the last 2 days with a top of 19 and a low of 11. Thursday sees the rain starting to back off. We can expect a mostly overcast day bringing us a top of 19 and a low of 11. And finally, Friday, the 7th of May, sees another overcast day with a 40% chance of rain, delivering another high of 19 and a low of 11. Well, that's all for this week. If you're into art or simply looking for a great little town to visit, I highly recommend you take time to come and visit Flinders, another jewel in the peninsula's crown. Until next time, take good care.
Now we go to our surfing guru, Muzz, with the surf report.
Morning guys, it's Muzz here with this week's Mornington Peninsula Surf Report. Hopefully you got in the water last weekend. Friday was probably the best swell we've had this year by far. Great conditions, lots of people around though for a Friday though, and Saturday was pretty reasonable as well. So that's a good sign for the rest of autumn for us. We're in the midst of some really nice autumn weather for the first part of the weekend. and a slight push in the swell, but not too big. So should be something for everybody this week, whether it's on the beaches, on the Flinders Reefs, or in Western Port. Going to be settled probably until Sunday night, then we'll get a big change. Then we'll get a rapid rise in the swell again, be on Monday, Tuesday. We'll be onshore for at least one of those days, but maybe Tuesday's wind might swing back around to the northwest and be solid waves in Western Port. So hopefully you've been getting in the water and catching plenty of waves, because there's been a few around. So I'll see you soon.
And that's all from our team here at RPPV News, serving the community with stories that matter to you. Keep watching and do tell your friends. Bringing you the news from coast to coast across Frankston and the Mornington Peninsula, I'm Catie Sharp. See you for the next edition.